Hello guys, it's me Peaches and welcome to my channel. If you're new, don't forget to click like and subscribe, and if you've been here already, don't forget to click the bell so that you're notified when I make and post new videos. I don't know what I'm doing! So today we're going to be talking about the exploitation of meltdowns. But before you can understand that, you need to have an understanding of what meltdowns are. So what is a meltdown? A meltdown is an involuntary response to stress and anxiety. Oftentimes, when an autistic gets overwhelmed and is put in a high-stress situation, the way their brain copes is to melt down. Meltdowns are not a choice. In fact, there is a list of things that meltdowns are not. Meltdowns are not bad parenting. Parenting has nothing to do with whether or not an autistic person has a meltdown. They aren't a tantrum either. Children throw tantrums when they don't get what they want, but an autistic has a meltdown when they are overwhelmed by the environment. Tantrums can be a choice. Meltdowns, they're never a choice. And the last one I'm gonna say, even though there's probably several more, is that they're not a way to manipulate people. The purpose of a meltdown is to help an autistic cope with the environment. It's a coping mechanism that is triggered when we are overly stressed or overwhelmed, or we hit a certain tipping point and it all just kind of explodes from the inside out. It's not something used to manipulate people into getting what we want. It's not something used to manipulate people into feeling sorry or into being afraid. It's just something that we do when there's just too much. Meltdowns can look very different for each autistic. Sometimes an autistic can melt down and it be mostly just rocking back and forth and crying. Other times there could be other stims involved that could hurt themselves or others, and those can be really hard to learn how to cope with or to teach new stims to, so that that doesn't happen. So how do people exploit meltdowns? I'm sure you have seen meltdown videos on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and any other place where you can post videos. Oftentimes it's a parent or a caregiver. Sometimes it's someone who's bullying or pushing on autistic to the point of a meltdown. And I want to talk about where all of that goes. You know, how does it have an effect on the autistic person in the video and what it does for the person who is posting it. So why are these people posting these videos? Well, the most common excuse for caregivers and parents is education. They want to teach other people about autism and meltdowns. And while that's might seemingly be like a good reason to be posting a meltdown video, I assure you it absolutely is not. There's other ways, such as drawings, booklets, books themselves, animation. There's so many other ways to educate others about meltdowns. Heck, even what I'm doing, I talked about meltdowns. Talking to autistics who have experienced meltdowns and having them talk about it and their experiences with them is a better way to educate those about autism and meltdowns than posting these videos. These videos cause more stigmatization and can label the person in the video as nothing but the screaming kid in the video. So then whenever they go to get a job or make friends or try to live their life, that's gonna follow them everywhere they go. That's gonna be there. That's something you can't undo magically. That causes a lot of harm. Another more authentic reason that caregivers, parents, and these other people pushing autistics to have meltdowns post these videos is attention. Meltdown videos bring in a lot of views because they're a spectacle. They oftentimes involve a child or autistic adult screaming, crying, rolling around, stomping, whatever. And that brings in a lot of people to judge and watch. That's something that a lot of people are going to click on because it is such a big spectacle. And this is very problematic. And sometimes parents and caregivers will also post these videos to get sympathy for themselves. Because oftentimes autism is painted as this huge burden that parents and caregivers have to carry, which is wrong. It really is wrong. And the fact that they're posting these videos for this reason, I find it to be disgusting, because the autistics in these videos, they're melting down. It's really hard. They're vulnerable. They're scared. They're in pain. It's not something that you should be recording and just watching and putting on YouTube. It's not something for YouTube. This is a very private moment, and you should be helping them get through it, not recording it and sharing it with the world. That's not what meltdowns are for. So if you're an autistic parent or caregiver, or just a person who happens to see someone having what you might think is a meltdown, please don't pull out your camera. Don't post a video. Don't make it a point to show everyone in the whole world this person who's having a really hard time. Don't do it. We're human beings. We have feelings. We have lives that we want to live. And if you post a video, you're going to ruin that. You're going to ruin our chances of being viewed as human. You're going to ruin our chances of being viewed as a person with feelings, because all people are going to see is a screaming, crying person. That's all. They're just going to see the screaming, the crying, and the melting down, and they're going to assume that is everything we are. That's not good. You're ruining our chances of being people. And I know not everyone's gonna do that, but a lot of people are. That's just how the world is. That's how the internet works. So please don't. And if you're a parent who has posted a meltdown video, or a caregiver who has done that, take it down. Apologize. Make another video talking about how that was wrong, and change. Because we need more actual true allies. People who post these videos aren't allies. They'll claim they're allies, they'll claim it's for our good, but it's not. It's not for our good. It's for themselves. It's for attention. It's for making themselves feel like they deserve sympathy. It's not for our own good. And if you are sitting there getting angry about me telling you to stop posting meltdown videos, rethink your life. Rethink why you do it. Rethink it. And if you're not willing to change, then don't call yourself an ally. If you're not willing to listen to the voices of those you claim to be an ally to, then how can you call yourself an ally? Hey, thank you so much for watching my videos. I post every Monday. If you like my content, make sure you hit like and subscribe.
Is this working?